So this is our Malago, which we fill it and stuff it with a salted duck egg yolk custard. We're also going to be pouring a sweet rice or fermented sweet rice cream on top of the cake, which kind of adds another depth and layer of flavor.
Sunnys Chinese 同 MIMI Chinese 係由廚師 David 同 Braden 創辦嘅兩間姊妹中餐廳。上一集提到 Sunnys 嘅出現可以話係一場意外，而 MIMI 就象徵住佢哋最初開設中餐廳嘅目標同理念。
We put the province of inspiration after every dish to really get people talking about how the food differs from region to region. So it was really about celebrating the diversity of regional Chinese cooking and doing the best version of our favorite dishes that we possibly could do, using the best ingredients we can get.
疫情期間，雖然見到 Sunnys 一舉成功 ，David 同 Braden 都冇諗過要結束當時無法營業嘅 MIMI， 因為兩間餐廳無論喺食物、用餐體驗定係裝修上都各有特色。
So here the food is really about out of the wok or off the grill and right onto the plate. Nothing too fussy, so we designed the menu with that in consideration. There's nothing in here that takes 40 minutes to cook.
They definitely present differently. Sunnys might feel more casual, but the amount of work that goes into the food at Sunnys is the same at MIMI. And
definitely MIMI is a bit more refined. We have a tasting menu there, which day by day we're making a little bit more thought out and intense. It's nice to, again, be able to come here casually and get a few things and go there for maybe a celebratory moment. So lots of nostalgia involved there with the design. We wanted it to feel kind of like a Canadian Chinese restaurant meets like a more modern Chinese restaurant. Our service staff wear white dress shirts and black bow ties, and we wanted to feel like luxurious in a way, and a place where you're coming in to get pampered and really well taken care of.
The dish we're doing right now is our stuffed chicken wing. Fill it with a filling, which is right now made of sticky rice and Chinese mushroom. And then we air dry the skin on the wing so that it gets really crispy. We spray it with a traditional glaze of maltose and vinegar, which helps dry the skin and also create this very crispy texture on the outside. We're not going to actually submerge the wing. We're just going to pour over hot oil, which is a technique used a lot in Cantonese cooking, but this helps get the skin a little crispier.
每隔幾個月，兩間餐廳就會更新部分菜單，為食客帶嚟嶄新體驗。講到 MIMI 嘅菜式 ，David 強力推介叉燒，而 Braden 就最愛炒腸粉。
The next dish we're going to be making together is the stir-fried rice rolls. The rice noodles get really crispy, but they're really soft on the inside. We stir-fry the rice noodles and then add onions, scallions, and bean sprouts. We use 3 different types of soy sauce and Chinese cooking oil. Your goal with this dish is to really impart wok hei into the dish. So this is like a chili oil that we put on the side for the rice rolls. We use dried shrimp, different chilies, garlic, ginger, spices. So
David 同 Braden 相識近10年，由同事變成朋友，再成為合夥人，一齊做老闆，要平衡雙方意見，會唔會係一大難題？
That's where I started working in restaurants, and that's where I met Dave. Even when we stopped working together, we'd always eat out together, try different Chinese restaurants together. And then once David decided he was going to open MIMI, he was like, "Hey, you should come help me." And I was like, "Yeah, I want to." I mean, we don't have big arguments or fights. We have disagreements for sure. It could be as simple as we disagree on how this dish should be seasoned, or maybe we disagree on what we want to put on the menu. But usually that's quickly resolved, and we work well together. Yeah.
其實餐廳一開始遇到最大嘅難題係定位。多倫多擁有多元文化，每個人對中餐嘅期望都唔同。一間有吧台售賣雞尾酒、侍應、廚師又講英文嘅中餐廳，好容易兩面唔討好。不過對於 David 同 Braden 嚟講，佢哋最在乎嘅係將熱愛嘅飲食文化完整咁呈現出嚟。
It's difficult because people might think Chinese Canadian food is Chinese food, and people might think, you know, this is nothing like what I eat at home, or some people say the opposite and say your food tastes exactly like how I eat it at home. So
Taste is always the most important.
just because it looks maybe Western or it looks somewhere doesn't mean it doesn't taste Chinese. And we really do focus, you know, first things first, that it tastes right. And if we want to, you know, change how it looks, that's usually easier than making it taste properly.
Because I'm not Chinese, it is especially important to me that we represent the food culture properly. Our food is about representation and not about elevating or creativity. And that goes to everything that we do. So, you know, like every detail is important to us, and that's always how we will do things.